Hi, this is more like a warning video about the Illinois toll taxes. If you visit Illinois, there are toll taxes over there that you may not be aware of. Especially if you're going from the airport to the downtown area, which is a very common route, you will likely come across these toll plazas. The problem is that there is no way you can actually pay the toll via cash. And you have to have the iPass. So if you do not have the iPass, you have to go through that, and then they have to just send you the bill. The problem is that how you pay the bill is not really clear. So I was actually there almost 10 months ago, more than that actually. And today, this is the letter. I got this letter a couple of weeks ago that there is a toll that I have to pay, and it was kind of interesting, kind of disappointing really, that the method to pay the toll is not straightforward. So it's really confusing how they charge you and how they're going to bill you. So I'm going to go through that shortly, and also I just experience a little bit of my disappointment with the whole process. So the way it works is basically you have to have an iPass, which is there's a website called getipass.com. It's one word, www.getipass.com, and I think that's where you're supposed to get your iPass. But if you have not done so, and if you pass through those toll plazas, so they are eventually just going to send you the bill. So in this case, what I see is that there is a. Let me show you. This is the picture of my car, and basically they said that okay, your car went through the toll without paying the toll, and obviously I couldn't pay the toll because there was no cash option. So now they have asked me to pay. It's about $30 that I have to pay, and the details are on the back of the slip, which is there is 7 counts of when I went through those toll plazas. The actual charges, which is the unpaid toll, is it's $1.50, $1.10, 90 cents, and the maximum is $1.90, which isn't much. But then there is a fee associated with that as well. So with each pass that I went through that, there's additional $3 fees with that. So the total comes out to $30. So now I've got this bill to pay for $30, which is not a problem. But the problem is that they have a website which is called it's actually right now it's mentioned on their letter as well. It's called illinoistollway.com. illinoistollway.com is one word. And basically what you're supposed to do is that you are supposed to enter your credit card. So one problem that you're going to face is that, when you go to that website and you search your car registration number, it's not going to be there because it takes a while for them to upload this data to their system, and it can take, months. And in this case, literally it took more than 10 months actually for this to come up on the record. And that's why, I received this letter. So what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to upload, create a profile there and with your car, which, you were driving at that time. And then you will set up your credit card option as well. So you'll store your credit card option, and when that record comes online, they'll just check it against your profile, and that's going to be automatically paid supposedly. But apparently that did not happen, because I did create that profile. My credit card information is there, but they never charged me, and instead they sent me this letter. And they also said that if it's not paid by the due date, which is in coming a few weeks, that means that I have to pay the double. So I'm just going to go ahead, and there's this I think code, barcode that you have to scan and pay, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. But just so you're aware, even their website may not be fully functional for some reason, because you might set up a profile, but they might still send you this letter, because they'll never actually look into your profile and charge you for the violation. So again, the other problem is that there's no 1-800 number that you can actually reach and complain about. There's a it says that if you want to dispute, you can kind of do that, but then you have to write that in writing, which is it's going to delay the whole process. And after all, it's just $30, and $10 is like the real cost. The other is just the fee. So yeah, just be aware that if you're going to Chicago for traveling purposes, so there might be tolls that you have to pay, and I would just go ahead and pay the tolls it's going to be tricky because you unless your record doesn't show up on their website, only then you can pay it, right? But it took them like a really long time, more than 7-8 months, and then even if you create a profile, they may not charge you, and they might just send you this letter. So in the meantime, if you change your address or you change your car, so it can get more complicated. So it's just better to get away with soon. So I'm also requesting the Illinois Tollway authorities that please consider improving this process. And 10 months is a really long time. I even forgot my username, email, password, everything I have to ask for. Forgot my username, forgot my email, forgot my everything. So yeah, I mean, with all this computer technology around, I mean, this can be definitely improved. So I have to pay an extra $20 just for the fee, which isn't really my fault. But yeah, just a heads up that you're going to Chicago, so you might come across these and then just pay these on time. Thank you.